Once again, I make a video sitting down. The last time I did this was just at the start of coronavirus, and since then a lot has changed. When I recorded the last sit-down video, I was sitting in Highbrook Church, and the Central Council had just said that ringing was to be stopped. Schools hadn't closed, and since that video, schools have closed, thousands of people have lost their lives, and families have been torn apart forever due to something which was out of everyone's control, and we couldn't have predicted this time last year. This Christmas, when you may be watching this, there are going to be families in the world, and even maybe on your street, who will be sitting around the Christmas table with one chair empty. And that breaks my heart to think that this year, so many families have been destroyed and so many people have been taken away from us when they shouldn't have been. And it actually upsets me to think that this Christmas so many people will be alone because of this. It's absolutely dreadful to think. This Christmas, if you are alone, in the description there are some links to some people who you can talk to. They would be more than happy to speak to you. A couple of weeks ago, I was speaking to a parishioner in the village, and they said to me, and it has stuck in my mind since they said it, they said, every time I hear the church bell ring, I am reminded that I'm home and I have health. And so many people can't say that this year. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And I would normally start this Christmas video on a high note, but it's just not appropriate this year. We've had such an awful year. And I wake up every morning and I am so grateful that I have health and that I'm even in a position to be doing this right now, because at some points this year I genuinely thought that I wouldn't be. And by no means this is over yet. So many people every day are losing their lives to this virus, which, quite frankly, I don't believe anyone can actually control. I think we can delay it and minimise it, but we can't stop it, because just the same as the common cold goes round, it gets transmitted even if you don't know you have it. So whatever you do, when you go out, wear a mask. And please, please, stay healthy next year. Next year, I'm really hoping that it will be a better year. Hopefully we can take time to remember the lives lost this year, because what we have experienced this year, I am doubtful that we will ever experience it again in our lives at all. So next year there are some good things happening, and I'm looking forward to it, and there are some things I can say right now and some things I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to keep the mystique about them, because I think they're worth waiting for. And I'm looking. I'm going to show you. So this might be quite an obscure thing, and I'm standing behind the microphone, so it might not be in a good position. But I'm just going to bring one thing onto camera, which is bell related, and I'm just going to let you make up your own assumptions. Okay? Make your own assumptions. I can't say any more about it at this moment. Something is happening, and you will see it. That's all I'm saying. Two things I can say, actually, are about mini rings. So at the that might have given it away. In the first half of the year, my new mini ring is coming. Next year, the channel is expected to hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000. I've never actually said that out loud, and it feels really strange to say, because when I started the channel I never even expected to get any people watching, because it was only a personal thing for me to remind myself where I had actually been, because I didn't have a Dove's Guide. So to say that that amount of people appreciate what I'm doing and watch the videos is actually, I think about it every day. It's so humbling to think that so many people appreciate that, and I'm forever grateful for anyone who watches the channel. So at the start of next year, I'm happy to say I am rehanging my current mini ring. So I, at the moment, have a mini ring of 6. They are called the Bell Flower Muse, and I bought them in 2018. They used to be a ring of 4. They were then made a 5 and then a 6, then they went back to 4, and now they're a 6 again. They've had a long history. But the treble is the oldest bell, and I think the dates are over there. The date of the treble is 1999, which is quite old for a flower pot. But they are flower pots. And I'm in a fortunate position to say this year, and not many people get to see this, and I've never actually held the bell like this, but I have the fourth from the Bell Flower Muse just here, because I'm rehanging them in our new home. So, yeah, here's the fourth of the Bell Flower Muse. Is it going to ring? There we go, the fourth. Next time you see that will be when it's in a tower. It's not going to be in a tower, it's going to be in my loft. Apart from the rehanging of the Bell Flower Muse, it's going to be joined by its new brother. I call it a brother, I don't gender mini rings. It's going to be joined by a new mini ring. The current name I'm thinking, and don't hold me to this because I'm a bit unsure, is the Ashdown ring, because I live quite close to the Ashdown forest. As I'm sure you're aware, as of recording last year, my grandparents died and they left me a bit of money, and I wanted to remember them in a way which I enjoy and they know that I enjoyed, and I bought the mini ring in memory of them, and there's going to be a little plaque on the wall in memory of them. So next year, 2 mini rings are happening. Recently I've taken a like to mini rings. I've never used to really be that interested in them, but now I really quite like them. They're fun. So hopefully next year the channel will reach 1,000 subscribers, and when that happens, I've been planning for a couple of weeks, there will be a 12-hour long live stream where on the new mini ring we will ring a peal to celebrate. There will be interviews with different ringers, all live, all unscripted, and there'll be some behind the scenes content, and also I'm thinking some games, because I like games. This year we've seen incredible achievements. We've seen the whole country stand together clapping for the amazing NHS workers and key workers, and we've seen Captain Tom Moore walk in his garden and raise millions of pounds for the NHS, and never again, I think, will that be repeated in such a way. Just before I end this video, I should thank all of the people who have helped me personally get through what has been the toughest year of my life. I'm in such a fortunate position to have a number of friends around me, and I can call them friends because they truly are, and the people who are watching this will know who they are. They have helped me get through the most difficult time I have ever experienced, and I am forever grateful. So if you're watching, thank you so much, because you have really helped me this year, and I hope the group which we're in have helped you as well. So if you are alone this Christmas time, click the links in the description. They will direct you to people who you can talk to. They are so kind. I know people who have called them myself, and they have really changed my friends' lives around. So please, if you are alone, they are here to help. But for me, in a tiny little Sussex village, in a terraced house, with the radiators which are not on, and I'm bloody frozen, I wish you all, wherever you may be, a very happy Christmas.